Hey guys, as we're approaching the first race of the 2022 F1 season at Bahrain, I thought I'd run a side-by-side comparison of just how much slower F1 cars are going to be in 2022. I'll start by shutting up and letting the laps play out side by side, and then I'll examine both laps a little closer in true Anthony Davidson style, showing exactly where time is lost in the 2022 car. So now we've seen both laps side by side at real time, I'll run through each lap a little slower, pausing at certain moments to show exactly where time is being lost. But before I go any further, I just wanted to ask a huge favour. If you're enjoying this video and would like to see more F1 and sim racing content, please hit that like button, comment below and subscribe, as that will really help our channel grow. We're right on the cusp of hitting 30,000 subscribers, which is huge, so I just wanted to say a huge thanks to everyone who has already subscribed. But now let's get back to taking a look at both of these laps. You'll see on the entry to turn 1, if I slow it down at the apex, that I get much closer to the inside curb in the 2021 McLaren. This is because the 2021 car has much higher levels of downforce at slower speeds thanks to all of the extra aero parts. The 2022 car is much more streamlined from an aero perspective, meaning it does suffer from a lack of downforce in lower speed corners. As we approach the DRS activation line, you'll already see that I've gained time in the 2021 car. Heading through turn 4, you'll see that I can get on the power earlier in the 2021 car and really attack the exit. While in the 2022 car, I have to be much more considered with just how much power I'm applying. I take a similar line in both cars through turns 5, 6 and 7, but I can once again get on the power earlier in the 2021 car, and it's much easier to break traction in the 2022 car. If I pause it at the apex of turn 8, you can see just how much time I've lost on the right hand side. The slower corners in sector 1 is where I've lost the majority of time here, but the first half of sector 2 is also primarily slower turns, resulting in more lost time. In sector 3 I won't lose as much time due to the faster nature of the corners. Again, I take a similar line through the tricky turn 9 and 10, but I'm over a second and a half down already in the 2022 car. The running theme of this lap is that the 2022 car suffers from understeer on the way into corners and a lack of traction on corner exit. Using all of the track available through turns 11 and 12, but there is a slight hesitation on applying the power in the MCL36. Turn 12 is completely flat in both cars, but I can hit the apex of turn 13 much cleaner in the 2021 car, with the 2022 car just understeering a little further away from the inside curb. That impacts how early I can get on the power coming out of turn 13, and affects my top speed down the long straight before the final corners of the lap. I get a little too high on the inside curb of turn 14 in the 2021 car, with my line being much cleaner in the 2022 car, but you can already see the difference in lap time. As I run down to the line, I cross the finish line in the 2021 McLaren with the 2022 MCL36 crossing the line 2.9 seconds slower. I hope this video showcases a rough speed difference between the 2021 and 2022 F1 cars, as the 2022 car does suffer from reduced downforce enforced by this year's regulations. We don't have to wait long until we can see how this plays out in reality, with the Bahrain Grand Prix only a week away, and until then guys, I'll see you on track.